be with you, and in this episode I'm going to show you how to tools that are freely available. We're first going to look at some that are available on the Mac. I'm here at pocketsoap.com, and I'm going to go down here on the left side. You can see there's some tools for SalesForce.com. We're going to be looking at the SoqlXplorer, and this is a free tool available here on this website. I believe the author's name is Simon Fell. I use his tools a lot, so if you're ever watching or you get word to you somehow, Simon, thank you so much for all of your awesome help. This especially is a feature, the Schema Explorer in this software is awesome. And what we want to do is I just want to delete all of the information that comes default with the Developer Edition account, just because I want to kind of start putting in only my personal test data and not have all those accounts that I'm not going to use. So what we're going to do here is you can tell my username is here and then my password. It's not only your password, but then also your security token. And if you don't have your security token yet, the way you can get that, I think I went over this in a previous video, but so if you don't have it, it is available for download right, I forget, somewhere down here, right here at SoqlXplorer, and you can download the latest version of that and unzip it, and it's got the application in there, and you just drag it to your applications folder, or you can just run it from any folder that it's in. I've got mine in the dock here, SoqlXplorer right here. And so if you don't have your security token, under setup, your personal information, you can just reset your security token, and it's going to send a new security token to the email address you have for your Salesforce account. I'm going to go back here. In my last video, I just created a couple of contacts that are linked to my custom objects. So I want to delete all contacts except those, because those are contacts that relate directly to some of my custom application that we've already created. So in here you put your password, and then after your password, no spaces, you put your security token. You can log in here. You can change the server. You can either log into the production server or your Developer Edition or a sandbox if your production environment has a sandbox. And I'm just going to double click here in the account field. It populates everything there with it basically select every field from that table. And what I'm going to do is, all I really need is the name from the account to know which ones I want to delete. And I'm going to query that. You can see down here, it'll tell you what the total of that is. And, oh, this is accounts, I'm sorry. We want to do this for contact. Down here, I want to select contact, and if I double click the contact, same thing happens. And I just want the name field from contact. Query. See down here we got 24 total, and you can delete directly from SoqlXplorer. Now if you have Windows, we might be going through that in another video, but just in case, it's pretty self-explanatory. I just searched for Sforce Explorer. You should be able to find that here on the SalesForce page for Developer Force. And here's the Excel connector. It has done me very good. I would recommend it. And right here you can see the Sforce Explorer. I haven't gotten this to be able to show me history tables, or at least history for a detail in a master detail object, but or an object that has two master objects connected to it. So for instance, you can have a custom object that has a master detail relationship with two other objects. For some reason I haven't got Sforce Explorer or the previous version of Excel connector to work with that. If you'll notice, you need the Excel connector, which is an Excel add-in, and then also a toolkit for Office, which is something that you install on your Windows system before you can use the Excel add-in. and for some reason, version 3 of the Salesforce Office Toolkit hasn't been able to query those tables for me, but the version 4 has. So perhaps you can get Sforce Explorer to work with those, but I haven't had the luck myself. But SoQlXplorer has been able to do both of those. You'll notice we can see I've got a custom object connection, and so it can query the connection history. And if I had a custom object that has 2 master objects, it also has been able to query that for me. Big help for work, especially for the history of a detail object in a master detail relationship like connection is. How to do a lot of important stuff for work that isn't available through the SalesForce User Interface for recording. So what we want to do here is delete every one of these except the doctor and patient ones that we created specifically for my development environment. So I'm just going to make this tab a little bigger. There we go. And if I have the row selected, oh wow. I don't know why that's not working. Anyways, we can just manually check these. Interesting. I think maybe it's not letting me delete this contact because it's got information associated with that. So let's go ahead and go to our case table. Well, anyways, you can delete stuff here if you don't have any dependent information in there. And some of those are cases. Let's go ahead and query the name. I don't know if case has a name field. Nope. So let's go ahead and see what case has. Case has a case number, so let's go ahead and pull that. I know I haven't made any cases manually. It's just everything that's preloaded to the developer edition. So if I go ahead and make a query of case number from case, you can see we've got 26 total. And wow, I'm not even able to select those. So I wonder if we can delete the accounts from here. Let's select name from account, query, and I wonder if our settings are set so that we can delete here. Huh. A lot of luck there. So let me show you how to delete those in here. Let's go to cases. And I'm going to go to all cases. All closed cases first, let's say. And I can delete those like so. Now if you'll notice up here, there is a select all box at the top here, 23 selected. Unfortunately, when that only works with buttons up here, like you can close all of these. These are all closed cases already, but I could change the owner for all of these. Now you notice these right here, you might be tempted to select all and click delete. However, all of these are for the view. Notice it's create new view. Edit is to edit this view, and delete is to delete the view. So clicking this would not delete these, it would delete all closed cases. And then you delete the view, and then you would see something different, so you think you deleted all those cases, but that's not the case. Now let's say, for instance, we wanted to I'm going to go ahead and log out of this, clear, and start up Python again, and log in through the Python interface using Beatbox, which I've covered in another video. So we're going to import Beatbox, and I'm going to create one of these, and create a client session, and I want to import login to SF, which is something pwd. It's in another directory. There we go. Let's load this up again. Import Beatbox. Import login to SF. Enter my login. It is May 1st. In order to do this, you do have to enter your security token after this. So I'm going to go ahead and copy my security token and paste it in. I've gone ahead and did that. So, box.client, and I want to I want to store this login response. I like to in login response equals svc.login, and since I have a little function that stores my login and my password separately, I can just do login and pass it login to sf.mylogin, login to sf.mypassword. Oops, I think I called it my pass. There we go. And now I can print the type of login response, and you'll notice it's an instance, it's an XML response. And so now I'm logged into my Salesforce through here. And what I want to do is basically pull a query, I'm going to call this case query, equals svc.query. And I'm going to have a raw string here, and this is going to be select case number from case, and that's going to put that in the case query. Let's get the length of case query. You can see we've got 29 slots in this query, but doesn't mean that our query has 29 slots in it. If we look at the last element in that, I don't know if this is a list, you can see the last element has the number that the query returned. So we got 26 cases, and we want to remove all of those. And what we're going to do is for each, let's go ahead and print case query 0. You can see that says true because it completed the whole query in one shot. If it had not, this second element, or index 1, would store the query locator if we wanted to continue pulling queries off of this that have more than 500 elements. And so this index 2 is going to carry our first case number. And in order to delete these cases, we're actually going to need the ID. So let's do this. Let's just select the ID from case. And that way, we're going to print case query 2. Now you notice this has more information than just the ID. And if you notice, starting with C, it shows that twice, ending in IAD, and starting with 500C, So, for X in case query 2, I want to print X, and you'll notice we've got 3 elements in there. It has the S object type, which is case, and then the ID for that. So what we want to do is we want to pass, I'm going to get help on our SVC, which is the Beatbox client session. And you notice we've got a lot of methods here, and what we want is, I think it's called delete. Help on